Hi, we're here today to talk about the Honda CRF150F. This is one of the funnest play bikes of all time. It's probably my favorite ever just because you cannot break these things. They're absolutely bulletproof. They're a little bit heavy, but I think that's why they're so tough. You can just take these bikes out and beat them. The number one thing you want to do to them probably is the BBR springs. They come set up really soft, basically for kids, maybe 125 pounds and under. So BBR makes the fork springs and the shock springs and make them a little bit more adult friendlier for kids that are really skying them. Probably the second thing you want to do to them is the exhaust system. The stock pipe on them is really restrictive. It's a little tiny header. So the BBR pipe has a big header on it, and we actually do two different versions. We do the round can setup that's ceramic coated, and if you want to keep it quiet, you can run the stock end cap off the stock pipe. You can bolt it right on there. It's the same sound level as stock, which is about 92 decibels. The other pipe we do for them is a D section. It's all the same dimensions, but it's made out of high quality stainless D-section style can that holds a little more packing. And on that one you can run the BBR quiet core in it if you want to get it down in the 92, 93 decibel range. The next step for them is the carburetor. They come with a 24 millimeter key and carb on them, and the BBR carb kit is a 26. It seems like every year on these they just get leaner and leaner trying to meet emissions. So that's what makes them harder and harder to start. But the BBR 26 millimeter carb kit, it bolts right on there, wakes them up, lets it rev a little higher, and makes them start it quite a bit easier. With the pipe and whatnot, we run the 110 main jet that comes in the BBR carb. The stock carburetor has a 105 jet in it, and so we send a 110 with the pipe. So you just drop that in on the bottom and it cleans it up just because it's flowing more air. To go along with the pipe, BBR does a free flow air filter. It's a two-stage foam filter that's huge, lets it flow more air, and along with the pipe, it definitely wakes them up, gives them a little bit more pull right on the bottom all the way through the top. We also do aluminum rims for them. They come from the factory with DID aluminum rims on them, but BBR does the high quality ones, and we do them in colors, and they're easy to spoke up. They use the stock spokes if you want to. Let's see, the 02 to 05 model, they use a completely different engine than the new ones, and BBR does a 175 big bore kit and cam setup for those. The newer models, 06, 07, and 08, they're an electric start setup, and we basically are leaving those stock for the moment, other than a rev box that gets rid of the rev limiter on them, lets them rev to the moon. BBR does a linkage for them that raises the back end about an inch and pulls it up. The main thing it does is just makes it steer sharper, pulls the foot pegs up a little bit off the ground because these are peg draggers. We also do a matching triple clamp that lets you slide the forks down in if you want to kind of pull the front end up and adjust it also. And we do them for either standard size bars or the oversized bars, whichever one you prefer. BBR does a couple of different graphics kits for these bikes if you don't want them to look like the 20,000 other ones that are out there on the trail. And we also do the gas cap, which always adds about 5 horsepower to the deal. BBR also does a skid plate for the 150F. It's a 6061 aluminum plate that covers the frame all the way up to the front. The bikes come with a stock plastic skid plate, but really the first time you hit a rock it just explodes. So this one will protect your engine cases from something going all the way through there and breaking them. The 150F is one of the greatest play bikes of all time. Honda actually makes two 150s, a 150F and a 150R. Think of the F as the fun bike for riding on the trails, playing with your kids, going on poker runs. And the R is a full-on race bike. If you're trying to make money and that's what you're going to do someday, then the R is the bike you want. Alright, this is the ultimate 150F bike right here. This is basically a Langtown special, like the guys are racing in the backyards all over the country. The only part of the F that we're actually using is the engine. We pull the engine and throw the whole bike away. Okay, the 150F, the only part we're actually using is the engine, and then we pull that out and BBR pretty much makes everything else. We sell a frame kit for it. It's a perimeter frame that accepts all of the CR85 parts, 1996 all the way through 06. That way you get all the lightweight components of the CR80. You get the Showa cartridge forks, you get the Showa shock, CR80 swing arm, linkage, wheels, everything. So basically end up with a play bike 4-stroke CR80. This is like the ultimate woods bike, vet guy bike, girl bike, just all around play bike. You still get the big flywheel effect, and it's just a blast to ride. Alright, the BBR frame kit comes with the perimeter frame, the brake pedal, the foot peg mounts, all the motor mount bolts and brackets, the gas tank, the gas cap, the D-section exhaust system, everything you need to convert your bike into a BBR race bike. The BBR frame kit that we make for the 150 engine also accepts the 230 engine, the XR200 engine, all the different years of the 150 engine. They all use the same basic engine configuration, so the frame kit will fit any of those that you want. Whichever motor you have, it's going to fit it. Alright, if you have any questions at all, feel free to give our staff at BBR a call. Everybody loves to ride these bikes, knows them in and out, so if you're not sure which parts mix and match, just give us a ring and we'll help you out.